Hi guys, welcome to 1UX1, Lesson 3, everything you need to know about UX design, UX research, the terminology, the stuff you need to know in your day-to-day working. So the first one is select. Now when you offer a select option to users, what you need to make sure about this select option is that the users are able to select what they're looking for. So you do something called a tree test, i.e. what order should it be in and how long should it be. For example, most people want to find the cheapest product, so they want lowest price first, then highest, they want nearest location, or what a newest product. So whatever they want to sort it by, make sure you've tested it, you've done the user research to find out what they want in that select option. There's no point of a drop-down menu. That's not useful in finding what they're looking for in the shortest period of time. So ensure that that's been tested. The next one is radios. Radios are cute little buttons that tell you that you have one option. So you can't say, where do you live? I live in England and Wales. You have to live in one place. So when you want to limit the amount of options you want when you're collecting that data, it needs to be a radio button so that they only have one option and you get the information you need to help the user. But if you want more than one option, then you use checkboxes. Now, checkboxes are where you use one or two options, three options. It could be select all. And if it's a long list, then you should have select all. If it's less than, say, 3 or 4, then you can just have select all that apply, and they can click more than one if they need to. And in that one, they can select one, but usually if it's one, it's a radio. If it's more than one, it's a checkbox. The next thing you need to know is check answers. Now, there's a couple of things here that are really important. So with check answers, what it is, a user has completed a page, a process, they've filled in a form, they've selected some options, and they can't continue to the next page. It's really important that they know why they can't continue. Have you ever been on a website? It's been really annoying because you want to go forward, but you don't know how to, and it doesn't tell you. That's what we have check answers for. It's normally in red, or we have an X sign to tell you, no. You need to complete this, then you can move forward. This is what you've done wrong. Here you go. Here's a reminder of what you need to do. So we have check answers to help users find out what they need to complete to move to the next step of that process or that user journey. And also we have placeholder text. Placeholder text is dummy text. While you're designing, you might not have the complete text finalized yet of what you want to write. So you just add in dummy text called placeholder text to allow you to complete the design. The next one is expand and collapse. Now expand and collapse, also a similar word is accordions that we use, i.e. here you can have lots of information in a limited space. It's used a lot by hotel companies and companies with lots of options of purchasing. For example, this website, we've got all these options and you've got further subcategories. So the only way you can really do that on a phone would be expand and collapse. Now, saves a lot of space for users. Now, you don't want the subcategories to be too lengthy. So just keep that in mind when you categorize. Again, do some user research, do some tree testing on the order of this and card sorting. So how would they prefer this to be? What do they think these mean? So a bit of user testing will help you create better expand and collapse options for your users. So here's another example of expand and collapse in action, where you've got actually a link, and the link will expand and it will contract. So it will expand and collapse, and in a simple way where you might not need that information essentially, but it's an option if you need to, for example, add more details for your address. So it's not enough space for your address, you can add an option like that. Guys, I hope that was useful. Don't forget to jump onto lesson 4. We're going to go through everything you need to know about UX design, the terminology, the ways of working, everything in these lessons. This is a short course for you and it's free. So subscribe and let your colleagues know. See you on the next one. 1UX1.